I was at a point I was wondering how can I earn my first million? But it was by stewardship. The 100,000 I'm earning, what am I doing with it? How am I reinvesting? Am I grateful for it? Am I diligent? And diligence brought me to where I am today.
The people think of their pocket first and allow their vision to be structured according to what they have in their pocket. That's where they are, where they are. So a shift of mindset.
There's no need to fear about tomorrow. There's no need to live an uncertain life. Life can be lived with certainty. You can predict the outcome, and that outcome can be predicted when you work with God.
Diligence take you far. What do you have there? Right places, right time. Position yourself for opportunity. You know, you don't know when opportunities will come. But when it comes, it's what you have that will know whether you will take advantage of it or not. And that's the fact in life.
Man was not designed to lead himself, right? So you need leadership. You need someone to lead you on that journey. And what best person to lead you than the one who created you? And that's God.
What is the truth about life that you learned that you wish more people understood?
Life is a journey, right? And you just have to, who leads you on that journey determines your experiences in life and the outcome you face. Man was not designed to lead himself, right? So you need leadership. You need someone to lead you on that journey. And what best person to lead you than the one who created you? And that's God. So I've discovered that without God, there is no life.
So at one point in your life, did you skip this?
Well, I discovered this in 2001, when I was leaving high school, right? I discovered that there was more to myself. There was more to life. There was this vacuum I needed to fill, right? And through some friends, I got invited to a church. And by the word, it just shows that that emptiness can be filled. There's no need to fear about tomorrow. There's no need to live an uncertain life. Life can be lived with certainty. You can predict the outcome, and that outcome can be predicted when you work with God. And I decided to receive that life, and that life is the life of Christ. I received it, and it began to live through me, and discovered that I was getting better. My life was changing. I had hope for tomorrow. And my primary key was when people are giving up on God, they'll look at my life and believe again. Right. So that's what changed for me.
So in that sense, we can't actually we've not started living to give the passion.
Exactly. So you're just existing.
Yeah.
You're just existing. Like I said, there is no one that can use a product like the manufacturer.
So
No matter you being a user, you cannot use it as effectively like the manufacturer. And God who made us, He knows what's best for us. He knows how to use us. And it's not like someone who uses a utensils and dump them. If he uses you, he cleans you up so that you can use it again and again and again. So I think you just exist without God. You start living when
it's
good. So life is not without challenges. That's a given. It's guaranteed that you will face challenges in life, but they are coming to make you stronger, right? Yeah. That when Scripture says all things work together for good to them that love God, it's not trying to hurt you. It's working for your good. All things work together for good. So whatever you face in life, right, you must just ensure, just like a ship on the sea, as long as the water doesn't get in, the boat doesn't sink. Okay? So they can be happening around you. But when you are protected by God, it only lifts you up. It only moves you forward. Just like the waves, right? It only ensures that you get to your destination. So those challenges come. If you have the right perspective, it will help you get to your destination and not break you. Because in the midst of the challenge, you know that you are not alone. You are not alone.
so this is 2020. How can somebody
Fantastic question. It's like kingdom stewardship, right? If you embrace the stewardship mindset, you can become a millionaire. Because even God says the girl is his, the silver is his, right? So that means these things are found in God. Principle is just stewardship. What do you have? How can you multiply what you have? If you are being led, it will lead you to the places where this wealth exists. What are you doing with your hands? Because it says that since there a man diligent in his business, it will stand before kings and not men. I was at a point I was wondering how can I earn my first million? but it was by stewardship. The 100,000 I'm earning, what am I doing with it? How am I reinvesting? Am I grateful for it? Am I diligent? And diligence brought me to where I am today, right? And so it's possible. You can have your first million, you can hit it. It's like kingdom stewardship. And for more on this, get the resources. Listen to pastors, people who are inspired. Will definitely you will be encouraged and shown the way to get the first million. Yeah.
So I've learned from watching a teacher called Marian Goldie, who teaches people how to make millions of dollars. And he said, hey, you have to think like a rich person if you want to become rich. He said, some people think the primary purpose of money is to pay bills. Middle class people think the primary purpose of money is to pay bills on time so that they can maintain good credit and buy things that they don't need to impress people they don't know or like. And while rich people think that the primary purpose of money is to save it and turn it into more money. And that's how you can become a millionaire in a year, 2 years, or anytime you want to become a millionaire.
Wow, that's wonderful. What's it? It's nice, huh? But you just give us the game now to make money. Thank you so much. Somebody's gonna watch it, follow your instructions, the advice. Thanks. So how old are you?
So
Yeah. What's the truth about life that you've learned that you wish more people understood?
Well, your perspective about life, uh, the vision you create about life goes a long way in determining how far you can go. And it usually starts from the mind. You must be able to envision where you want to be in the future and highlight steps to move from your point A to point B. There will always be challenges in life, but your vision keeps you going, regardless of the ups and downs that you face on the journey. You must also learn to network with people that will help you in your journey. People have been there before you, so that you learn from their mistakes, so that you do not make the same mistakes they've done, and you can also learn from their successes, so you have a better pedestal to start from, even better than them. These are the key things that would help you. And finally, do not compare yourself to another person. You are your own competition. For me, I ask myself, rather than comparing myself to another person, I tell myself last year I made this milestone. This year I should be able to move from this to this. I'm my own competition. I'm not bothered about how well or not my friend or my other colleagues are doing, because I realize that people get sad when they should be celebrating their little wins. You've moved from 10 naira to 15 naira. Instead of celebrating, you've moved 5 times. You are busy comparing yourself to a friend who's already at 500. Come on, you what? It's a process, you will get there. And that is a philosophy that you must keep. You are your own competition. With this, I'm praying. Stay focused, pray, be determined. You'll get there. Continue time, yeah.
Just answer that question. So,
Right.
what does it take to be successful?
Well, there are different parts of success in life. Some view failures as a disappointment, but the reality is that failure is part of success, because the lessons you learn while failing helps you to better manage yourself when you become successful. Sometimes it's also better to fail now that you're still coming up, because there are some mistakes you can make now and recover. If you make them when you become later on, it might be costlier for you as a person. So success means learning from your failures, not only from the failures of others. You must be knowledgeable. You must read books, meaning that you are learning from the experiences of others. What have made others great? You must begin to adapt some of those characteristics to yourself. Um, you don't necessarily have to make mistakes on your own before you get there. And again, success is relative. You must understand that. Comparing your success to another success may not help you. Learn to celebrate your little wins. It gives you the courage, the encouragement to move to the next level. It's very, very important in life. And again, have focus. Your vision should drive you. Lastly, your vision must be more than your available resources. That's the only way you can grow. If your vision is still within the money you have in your savings account, you're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. The richest people in the world never lived on their resources. Even the likes of Nigeria, where the Dangote, you use your money, you use other people's money to fund your vision. If Dangote is waiting for his own equity, no bank loan, nothing, he can't grow anyway. So the vision must be big. Then the resources to support the vision then follows it. That is the psychology. The people think of their pocket first and allow their vision to be structured according to what they have in their pocket. That's where they are. So a shift of mindset is very critical. And again, Bible says, see a man who is diligent in his work. He said he will work with kings and not me men. Diligence takes you far. What do you have there? Right places, right time. Position yourself for opportunity. You don't know when opportunities will come. But when it comes, it's what you have that will know whether you will take advantage of it or not. And that's the fact in life. So many people, when the opportunity is not there, what are you doing to yourself? How are you educating yourself? How are you positioning yourself? That is why a lot of opportunities sneaks off the hands of people because they never knew it was going to come. And when it came, you're not there. You must also be in the right environment. I've asked myself when people ask you, do you have anybody who can do this job? Ask yourself, is the people that whose names come to your mind, the people that probably you see regularly, or that's the name that I know this person, I know this plumber, I know this. When the opportunity, you just remember one father, if I had remember last week, and somebody asked you, because that person was not in the fair or window when can be easily remember when the opportunity came. Okay, I will realize that in life, perception is more than reality. I've seen people get contracts that they don't have capacity for, and they quickly go and look for resources to back them up to execute. Stop thinking based on what you have. Bible says God called things that were as though they were. If they were not there, He called them as though they were. He knows the beginning and the end from the beginning. So it's that's the way you should think as human being. And if you can just factor yourself as that, it's a function of that you get there. It's just there, yeah. That's it for me.